Dustin Tibbetts here, financial advisor with Jazz Wealth Managers. Hope you'll check us out. We are not the scary financial advisors. Look, we wear the hoodie, no suit and tie here. I ain't even shaved in a while. We're very laid back and relaxed, but we do like to teach and we do like to focus on how do we grow your money in more ways than just investing, right? Actually, withdrawal strategies can be a big one here, and I'm going to focus a lot on that this year because it's one other way that I add value. If I can make you money on the way out versus on the way in. So it's a lot of things people don't talk about it, and I'm going to talk about it this year. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to go over one of our sample customers here. We are going to go, this is based on a real customer, but it's not their name and everything. Pat Metheny. You might know Pat Metheny. If you don't, you should check him out. Anyways, single guy, 59 years old. Not that way in real life, but that's what we've got right here. He's got expenses, $1,200. Does not include his mortgage. Does not include taxes, insurance, and stuff on his mortgage there. Filing singly, so we know that. Got to keep that in mind. He's putting $6,000 a year into his Roth, $8,000 into his SEP, and he's got $4,000 going into his taxable, although he doesn't really. We got to talk. Anyways, we got income here of $88,000. One thing I want to point out, the income does not end at retirement. See, his goal is to retire at age 60, but his income is going until age 61. Why is that? That's a little bit of a different mix than what we normally see. He's actually getting 1 year's worth of income for a patent that he came up, or a thing that he came up with that had since been patented by the company, and they gave him that much money for it. I don't know if it's a good deal or not, but that's what he did. So he's actually got income coming in for 1 extra year after retirement. He's going to retire next year at age 60. He's 59 now. He's got retirement expenses of $59.60. Healthcare costs in there included separately. And look at this here. He wants to spend more money in retirement. I've been telling my customers to do this inside of Nest Egg if they're using it. He wants to spend $24,000 extra dollars or $2,000 extra dollars a month from the ages of 60 to 70. Right? And that's typical. We're going to focus on that as well. When you are younger in retirement, not your late stage retirement, but your early retirement, you're likely to spend more, so let's model that out. Anyways, let's go in here and take a look. We've got bank accounts with a little bit of money in there, not what we're focused on today. $2,500 in a little bit of a credit card, guitar savings. Let's look at his investments here. Here you go. Here is his 401k. Actually, it's his SEP IRA, but we're calling it the 401k here. Same thing, or almost same thing. So he's got $412,000 in there. We've got some different investments, okay. We've got a taxable account in here, and the way this started is he got a $95,000 settlement a while back, and that has since grown now to $158,000, and he's been putting a little money in there as well. He's in our aggressive stock fund. He's in our dividend focus fund. We actually just changed that in real life, but that's what it says. And he's got a Roth IRA here in a small cap fund and the large cap fund. All right, so here's what we want to do. We want to look at his retirement probabilities first of all. Oh, and you saw his mortgage on the other page as well. We've got an 80% chance of him living the rest of his life without running out of money. We can kind of look and see how he's got some weak spots in here that we could address and see what's going on there. But ultimately, he's got the chance of living out the rest of his days with a little bit of extra money at the end of those days. So what we want to do is take a look at his withdrawal strategy. So we're going to look at his accounts. We're going to look at the withdrawals from accounts here, and we're going to kind of try to put this together. So we've got 2021. He's got to take a little bit of money out of his taxable account, which is this year. Right? He's going to get the extra bit of income in 2022 from his, remember he gets the extra 1 year of income there. But we're pulling money out of his taxable account in the beginning. And then we move on to his 401k, and we're going through here, taking out money. We go back to his taxable account a little bit there, and that's basically the gist of how the system currently has him withdrawing his money. Now, here's what I notice. If we look at his summary, we'll go back over here. He's got income of $88,000 this year. With inflation next year, he'll have a little bit more money. That's that 1 year of extra income there. He's short by $10,000 in both years. That's why we're withdrawing that from the taxable account. But then all of a sudden, we've got no income. So my question is, can we do some conversions in here? Is there any way we can convert in a few years going through this? Now, the way we'll look at this, we'll go over to his taxes here. I'll just show you. If you're looking at the 1040, here's just an easy way to look at it. You got $88,000 in income instead of looking at the spreadsheet thing. Some people don't like that. Anyways, down here, line 10, you got $82,800 in taxable income. So he's a single dude. We want to keep him in the 22% tax bracket. He's got, give or take, $86,000 where he can be. I forget the exact number off the top of my head for a single guy. But he's got $86,000 roughly to be within the 22% tax bracket. We like to keep it that way. So Can't do a lot of converting this year now, which is weird to say this year. I still can't seem to think it's 2021. So we can convert maybe 4,000. We'll see how it pans out in real life. We go to 2022. Remember, he's going to be retired, but he's got that income, gets 1 year's worth of income there, add some dividends and stuff in there, and we've basically got money adding up to the 22% bracket there. There's nothing we can do, just if I'm using this sample here. However, when we go to 2023, he's got no income. He's got some withdrawals and stuff going on in there. 26,000, we can do some conversions there. 2024, he's got 24,000. 2025, 30,000. 2026, whoa, we're back up to 80,000 again, because he's taken out money from his IRAs and such. So we've got this window of time where we may be able to do some conversions. The question is, does it help him? What we're going to do is we're going to go in here and try this sucker out. I'm going to go in here and say we want to convert him up to the 22% tax bracket, right? And we are experiencing technical difficulties. Well, that's not good. Let's start over. We go to 22. I probably moved too quickly there. There we go. All right, so the green line in the background is his income as it would stand, or tax bracket and taxable income as it stands. The sort of yellowish orange line is that 22% tax bracket. So off the top of what we see here, if we convert up to the 22% bracket, it's just that blue is showing you we're filling it in there. We've got a few years we can do this. We can't really do it here, right? We just went over that on his tax form. He didn't have enough extra room to stay within the 22% bracket. But in years, ages 62, 63, 64, that 23, 24, and 25, we've got the opportunity to do something there. Let's see real quick here. If we look at here's what you want to take a look at this. This is going to come up. Ready? If we convert, how do I show this in a better way? We've got $17,509 more in the real world at the end of his plan here. But let's say we do this conversion strategy. I know I'm bouncing around for a second. Hang with me. Now he's got a greater probability of not outliving his money. But do you notice what happened? I knew that was going to happen there. Now he's got less dollars. How can that be? How can you have ultimately less dollars but a greater probability of success? And I will show you how we do that. It's because when we go over to this conversion, now the majority of his dough is tax-free. So we've got less money, right, than if he were to leave everything as it is. But the majority of his money is taxable over here. In our strategy, the majority is not taxable, is a simple way to say it. So here's a great example, actually, where somebody has less dollars, and we're going to sign them up to have less dollars in the long run, but they're not going to be taxable, which means he's going to be able to spend more, right? Remember old Mr. Pat Metheny over here? He wants to spend more dollars when he gets to retirement. He's got extra money to spend. We can now confidently say he can do that, even if I didn't word it correctly and it seems kind of weird. Now we can do that because the majority of his money is going to be in a tax-free type position if we do these conversions. So now we've got our distribution strategy over here. Let's go through, let's go through the cash flows real quick and take a look. This is now our proposed plan, so we're going to change this to go back over here and see the model based on the proposed plan, no longer the current plan. And here we go. Okay, so now we'll go to ending balance by account, and we are going to withdraw from accounts. Look at the difference there. Now we've got some conversions in here. We're totaling the withdrawals a little bit differently, and we're pulling a little bit out of the Roth IRA during those conversions. That's a little bit, we've got to be careful there with how we do that with the 5-year and all that stuff for the conversions. But we now have the ability to draw less from his taxable. His taxable account lasts longer. He's always going to be withdrawing from taxable. We've got the ability to do some conversions here. We've got a little bit to adjust, but the bottom line is this is helping someone have less dollars, be able to spend more, and have most of it be tax-free. So we can't guess what the taxes will be in the future, but now Pat Metheny doesn't have to guess. I love it. I know I rambled a little bit there, and I want to do one more thing, actually. Let's see something here. So we've got the retirement analysis. Let's just go over here and stress test. Let's see if now we can find any weakness. All right, so okay, so here's the thing. So now his biggest weakness in this plan, if we do the conversions, is the way he's invested. If the markets crash by 20% and struggle to recover, now the probabilities go down to 64.2. So this is a great thing to look at. Now that we know he can spend more, he's going to do some conversions, and it makes sense to do that. Now we go, where's the weakness? It's in the market. That means his investments are a little bit wonky right now. He may be taking too much risk. And so now we've got to play that game between how do we take less risk but not sacrifice the growth so it doesn't screw up our plan. So we'll probably do that in another video to highlight on that one, because that's the only weakness, really the only weakness that I see there. Hey, anyways, I hope you enjoyed. I love doing these. I could just talk for hours about this stuff, but hey, 10 minutes is enough. If you liked it, hit the subscribe button. Do appreciate when you do that. We thank you for all your support, of course, and happy New Year to those of you out there.